Tiger sports fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the Witt Weekly Tiger Update. I'm your host, Brynne Mayne, here to bring you the latest 411 in sports news. The baseball team swept Mount Union in a home opening doubleheader Saturday, winning 7-6 and then 4-2. After scoring 2 home runs and then 2 doubles for the day, Tyler Hutchinson was named NCAC Player of the Week. This weekend, the Tigers will travel to Wabash in hopes of continued success. The softball team split a pair at Thomas More to move to 9-2 on the season. Come support the Tigers this Saturday at 1 o'clock in their home games against Ohio Wesleyan. The men's golf team is back from California and posted a third-place finish at the West Cup. The Tigers have a break until the weekend of April 5th when they will travel to Illinois for the Wesleyan Invitational. The women's golf team returned from Mount Union Spring Invitational with a first-place finish. 6 of the 7 Wittenberg players competing placed in the top 13 out of 56 entrants, and Carolyn Wong was named NCAC Women's Golfer of the Week after placing first at the tournament. On April 6th, the women will travel to Missouri for the Washington University Spring Invitational. Last weekend, the men's lacrosse team fell to Kenyon 7-6 in overtime. On Friday, the Tigers will travel to Worcester for a 7 o'clock game in hopes of improving their NCAC record. Next Wednesday, the Tigers will take on Mount St. Joseph at home. Come support the Tigers at 7 o'clock at Edwards-Maurer Field on Wednesday. The women's lacrosse team played back-to-back games last weekend and came away with a split, defeating Washington and Jefferson but falling to Stevenson. On Saturday, the women will travel to Ohio Wesleyan for a 1 o'clock game. On April 6th, the men's tennis team will travel to Wabash for matches at 9 and 1. And on April 7th, the women's tennis team will take on Indiana East and Central State at 12. Come support the Tigers at this home event. Last weekend, the women's track and field team took 9th place at the Muskingum Invitational, and the men took 8th. This weekend, the men and women will travel to Cedarville for the Yellow Jacket Collegiate Open. Well, Tiger sports fans, that wraps up this week's recap. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you'll join us next week on the Witt Weekly Tiger Update. Tiger up!